afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining Lewis University's television network. Today is Wednesday, March 4th, 2020. I'm Margarita Cremidas.
And I'm Angel Olivo.
And we begin with our top national and international stories. Super Tuesday results are in. It was projected that former Vice President Joe Biden would win 9 states. Biden is in the lead in Alabama, Arkansas, Minnesota, Maine, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Virginia, and Texas. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders was projected to win 3 states, and former New York City Mayor Mike Bloomberg was projected to win 1. Sanders is in the lead in Colorado, Vermont, and Utah, and Bloomberg won the American Samoa territory. As of early this morning, California is still too close to call. These results make Biden victorious over Sanders on the biggest day of the Democratic primary.
Star Wars actor Mark Hamill helped realize 11-year-old Isabella Tadlek's dream by helping her raise money for a bionic arm. Mark Hamill tweeted out the donation link to his 3 million followers, raising almost $14,000. The pair met in February, where Isabella was able to show off her R2-D2-style bionic arm. After talking for 30 minutes, Hamill sent her passes to Disney World. Having the hero arm will allow Isabella finally to live her life the way she always wanted to.
Tennessee is under a state of emergency after a deadly tornado ripped through Nashville, killing 24 people. It was the deadliest tornado in 7 years. Mayor of Nashville, John Cooper, has said that 48 buildings collapsed and about 150 people were rushed to the hospital due to the storm. Most of the deaths reported come from Putnam County, but also include Wilson, Davidson, and Benton County. Residents only had as little as 6 minutes to prepare and take shelter for the storm. Putnam County has announced they're looking for 77 people who are unaccounted for.
8 sheriff's deputies are facing disciplinary actions for allegedly sharing graphic photos of the deadly crash that killed 9 people in Los Angeles last month, including basketball all-star Kobe Bryant. According to the county sheriff, the department is investigating accusations that the photos were shared with people outside of the investigation. All the photos of the crash have been deleted. However, the damage that comes from the mistrust of public officials remains. Vanessa Bryant, who lost her husband and daughter in the crash, was absolutely devastated and is requesting an internal affairs investigation of the alleged incident. New regulations and legislations have been drafted that would make taking photos of crime scenes that display human remains illegal.
The U.S. coronavirus death toll has risen to 9 in the United States. There are at least 130 known cases of the virus across 13 states. 9 people have died due to the virus, and all 9 came from Washington State. 8 have come from the same county. 5 of the victims had ties to Life Care Center, a nursing center in the Seattle suburb. Several schools have even made students come back from their study abroad programs and are expected to be in quarantine for at least 14 days. Coming up next, we'll take a look into leading local headlines.
And later, we have the latest entertainment news. Stay with us.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
So I got got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
The upcoming International Housewares Association trade show was canceled on Monday due to the coronavirus. The show was expected to attract about 60,000 people to Chicago's McCormick Place Convention Center. The trade-only event, scheduled for March 14th through the 17th, was expected to draw 22,000 exhibitors from 48 countries. The association's president, Derek Miller, says the organization decided against holding the show after consulting with exhibitors and retailers.
The trial is underway against Shomari Ligeti, the man who shot Commander Paul Bauer on February 13, 2018. Shomari's defense attorney, Scott Kamen, said Ligeti didn't know that Commander Bauer was a police officer. Assistant Cook County State's Attorney Risa Lanier said Commander Bauer was wearing his uniform, as well as his police radio set to maximum volume. Commander Bauer chased Ligeti down a staircase and was shot 6 times. If convicted, Ligeti will serve life in prison.
This past weekend, LUTN had the opportunity to attend Chicago's Comic and Entertainment Expo 2020. Convention goers all over participated in cosplay competitions, video game tournaments, and had the opportunity to buy unique art from the Artist Alley. Celebrities such as the cast of The Boys, Arrow's Stephen Amell, and Emily Beth Richards, as well as William Shatner and Mark Ruffalo, were in attendance for exclusive panels. Next year's C2E2 will be from March 26th to March 28th, 2021.
Stanley Rice is a 65-year-old Chicago man who was wrongly convicted and spent 31 years in prison. Rice is now suing the city of Chicago and 2 former policemen. Rice's 1982 conviction was dropped 7 years ago. Rice says he was beaten into a confession by former detectives John Brine and Peter Dignan. The closing arguments of the civil suit took nearly 5 hours, and the jurors will return Tuesday morning to start deliberations.
Lewis University's last event celebrating Black History Month will be held on Friday, February 28th. The event is a collaboration between the Office of Multicultural Student Services and the Office of Fulfilling the Dream is an annual conference that is hosted for high school students. The event will be held in St. Charles Borromeo Center and will start at 9 a.m. When we return, we have your day's top entertainment headlines.
And later, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
On Monday nights, Women Tell All, the Bachelor franchise, took a moment to address the online hate and bullying the show's contestants often receive. The public service announcement was led by season 13 Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay, who said the only way for the audience to feel it was for them to see it. So she read a few of the messages the women from the season have received. All of the women raised their hands when host Chris Harrison asked how many have gotten similar messages. Some of the contestants voiced their own experiences, with one saying she was afraid to pick up her work phone because of death threats she receives. The Bachelor's two-part finale will air next Monday and Tuesday.
A very well-known political talk host from MSNBC, Chris Matthews, is retiring. A string of controversies off and on air are a big reason for the departure. Matthews made the announcement on his final short, The Hardball, on Monday. During the announcement, Matthews gave indication that the decision wasn't entirely his. A source close to the situation said this was a firing disguised as a retirement, while another source indicated that the parting is mutual. The end of Matthews' show, he thanked the producers and viewers, then signed off for the last time.
Judy Sheindlin, better known as Judge Judy, announced on The Ellen Show that her upcoming 25th season will be her final one. She promised her final season will be her best, as she joked about being married for 25 years to CBS. At CBS, the television network hosts her show, Judge Judy. In 2018, Forbes estimated the television judge to be the year's highest paid TV host. Even though her show is ending, she won't be gone from the TV screen for long, as there are plans for a new show to premiere sometime in 2021. I'm so excited about Judge Judy.
Yeah, she's coming back.
I can't believe she's retiring. I think it's going to be really cool that she's going to have a new show. Maybe it'll be a whole different perspective. I love her wit and her sarcasm, so I'm really excited.
I think she has trouble understanding what retirement means, but I mean, I'm excited for her new show. And is she a judge? I mean, we're excited.
Coming up next, we have your full 5-day forecast, and later we'll have a look at sports. Stay tuned.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign, not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to Lewis University Television Network. I'm Carl Zahn with your weather. Right now in Romeoville, Illinois, we're looking at 46 degrees, but the real feel is 39 because of that 15-mile-per-hour westerly wind. Definitely sunny outside, though. For our local temperatures up in Madison, Wisconsin, we're looking at 42, 47 down in Kankakee, as well as in the Windy City, Chicago, 41 in South Bend, and 38 up in Grand Rapids. For our national temperatures, 51 in Seattle, Washington, 65 in Los Angeles, 62 in Nashville, and 46 in Boston. For our local radar, we had a little bit of storms coming in earlier this morning. Hopefully, any of us weren't up by that time, but all those cleared out and the day got really nice, actually. Really kind of gorgeous outside today. A high of 47 and a low of 33 is just a little warmer than our normal temps of a high of 42 and a low of 26. In 1983, though, we were sitting at 73. And in 1873, we were at negative 12. For our 5-day forecast, tomorrow a high of 52 and a low of 28, partly cloudy with a little bit of wind. Friday, those temperatures are going to dip down to about 40 degrees with a low of 24, mostly sunny though. And as we get into the weekend, it looks actually gorgeous. A high of 50 and a low of 39 on Saturday and Sunday, high of 60, one of the warmest days we've had all year with a low of 48. That's all for weather. Now back to Angel at the desk.
All right, Carl, thank you so much for that update. Stay tuned for sports next.
Maybe he's really focused.
Hey, Michael. Maybe he likes spinning the wheels.
Maybe he just loves trucks.
Maybe he's just being a boy.
Preoccupation with objects is one early sign of autism. Learn the others today. The sooner it's diagnosed, the better.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to LUTN. I'm Matt Mohan with your sports update. For the second straight year, the women's track and field team finished first in the GLVC Indoor Championships. The Flyers entered the final day of competition trailing by 16 points, but had 24 scoring performances to finish with 141 points total. Head coach Dana Schwarting was named Conference Coach of the Year, and 5 Lewis athletes qualified for the National Indoor Championships. Allie Heinzer was selected for the 200, 400, and 4x400 meter sprints, while Heather Batterham, Joelle Atizian, and Teresa Zaragueta were selected to round out the 4x400 meter team. John Party was also selected for the second straight year on the men's side and will run in the 800 meter event. The National Indoor Championships will be on March 13th and 14th in Birmingham, Alabama, with a total of 540 participants. Ryan Coonan was named the Men's Division I Volleyball Player of the Week after posting 19 kills and hitting a season-high 704 on Saturday versus Loyola. It was the second time in the last 3 weeks that Coonan has won the award, and the third week in a row that a Lewis player has received the honors. The Red Hot Flyers remain as the number 5 ranked team in the nation, but they have their work cut out for them this weekend as they travel to Palo Alto, California for 2 games against number 13 Stanford. According to Japan's Olympic Minister Siko Hashimoto, it is within reasonable possibility that the 2020 Tokyo Olympics could miss the starting date of July 24th. Concerns around the coronavirus outbreak have led officials to believe that the Games might be delayed to later in the year. The IOC has pushed back against the idea of suspending the Games and remained fully committed to making sure they start on time. In addition to Japan's schools and major public events being canceled, the Japanese Professional Soccer League was suspended for the month of March, and all NPB baseball games must be played in empty stadiums. And for briefs, the Bulls won on Monday, defeating the Dallas Mavericks 109-107. Despite trailing by double digits at the half, the Bulls turned it around, getting 19 points from Kobe White and 18 from Otto Porter Jr. The Bulls are now 21-40 on the year. The Blackhawks blew out the Anaheim Ducks last night 6-2. Dylan Strome had 2 goals and an assist for the Hawks, who are now 6 points behind Winnipeg for the final playoff spot. And finally, future star Luis Robert reached base twice for the White Sox in their 6-5 spring training loss to the Oakland Athletics yesterday. The Cubs, meanwhile, lost 11-10 in their bout with the Colorado Rockies. Opening day for Major League Baseball is just 3 weeks away, as both the Sox and the Cubs kick off the 2020 season on March 26th. That's all for sports. I'm Matt Mohan. Now back to you guys at the desk.
That's it for today's news. Thank you for watching. As a reminder, you can always keep up with Lewis News on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and by visiting our YouTube channel. I'm Margarita Cremidas.
I'm Angel Olivo.
I'm Carl Zahn with weather.
Have a great night.